feeling like, okay, like I can do this. So like that experience, like I carried with me like throughout my whole career.
I love that you brought up 2020, because did y'all all feel that shift?
Yeah. Everybody cares about DEI and inclusion.
That shift changed. I think it was George Floyd and the protests and the racial, awakening, the reckoning, if you want to call it. It really shifted the way Black stories are viewed, because now it's not something we'll make time for. If we have the time, we know we need it. And it's sad that it had to happen in that way, but I feel like now, I don't know if I should feel grateful, but I certainly know that I'm able to tell stories I wasn't able to tell 2 years ago.
Sometimes the only Black person in the newsroom sometimes. So if something would come up, all eyes would be looking at me like, hey, like, what would this make you feel uncomfortable and things like that? And I'm like, I appreciate that you're like asking for my opinion, but also I'm not the mouthpiece for a whole race. I can't speak to how you're gonna feel about it, how you're gonna feel about it. I can tell you how I feel about it, but that's not how everyone that's watching is gonna feel.
That's why I feel like the onus is on us. I mean, not to say, I think being a journalist there's pressures all around, but when you're the only person in editorial meeting, I'm the only Black person that works the night, okay? I have to, I feel like my eyes have to be everywhere. I have to look at not only my stories, but the story, my colleague did, and be like, ooh, that language was problematic, or this made me feel a type of way. You know what I mean? It's like you have to be a gatekeeper too. You have to, it's a lot of pressure.
I think people listen, but they have bad intentions and don't know how to treat people of color. And I also think that there's almost no regard for the experience that people of color may go through. Like, you can't understand what it's like to walk in our shoes. And I think that's where a lot of the disconnect comes, and I think that's where a lot of the feelings from the people of color at 9 feel that we aren't valued, or we aren't appreciated, or we aren't listened to, because no one can really understand us or tries to understand us.
We are not a monolith. As Black people, if you have one Black friend, that one Black friend cannot speak for an entire race and culture of people who have different backgrounds and experiences. We're all from different places in this room, and I just don't know how to bring that home any more than we're not all the same. And that's why so many of us are needed. As we wrap up this series, really just want to say thank you to the viewers for listening to our lived experiences with such compassion. This was a little bit of an experiment that we tried out, and the amount of you who have reached out to us to share your own stories is absolutely incredible. And that's really what this was about, is about transparency and connectivity. And man, have we just received incredible feedback from
the feedback
viewers.
has absolutely been wild. I mean, and obviously folks who don't work in journalism have different stories from their own workplaces, but a lot of the same threads woven through.
But so similar.
Yeah.
There was so much, yes, I feel that, I've been through that. Thank you for speaking on it. And there should be more of that in all workspaces, in all industries. So that was powerful.
Tough conversations worth having. People react to them. They feel things.
There you go.
They want to have that conversation.
That's why they're needed. And I feel like we did that here at 9 News. And there's so much more exclusive segments on the 9 News Plus app. So if you have appetite for more, it's there for you.